everybody. Welcome back to another Rosh Reviews, where today we are in a 2008 Audi S5. So this is the 8T generation, and I think today this has got to be one of the most slept on cars you can buy, because this has got the 4.2 liter V8 up front. It's got Quattro all-wheel drive. You can get these in a manual, and these things are under 40 grand, and even in some cases under 30 grand. So yeah, these things seem to have missed that whole COVID explosion in price, and today I'm going to explain to you why I think this is actually a really slept on car and worth your consideration. So let's find out why. Now, this particular S5 we're driving today, it is the automatic. So this has a 6-speed automatic. It is not a dual clutch, unfortunately. So the shifts, they do have a little bit of delay, but we'll get into that later on. You could have got this thing in a 6-speed manual, and my goodness, this thing in a manual, I think it would be absolutely fantastic. And we've got a 4.2 liter V8 up front. Sounds so good. And this particular one, it does have flappy paddle shifters, and when you want to make noise, ooh, it'll make it. Oh yeah. It is good. Now we got to do a huge thank you to NextRide for loaning us this particular Audi S5. It is for sale, and I believe this particular one is for sale for about 39 grand, and it's only done 49,000 kilometers. I think this is an absolute bargain. It really is, and if you really hunt around, you can find these things for 25, 26, 27 grand with some higher Ks, and I've seen sub 100,000 cars with a manual for like 30 grand. That is a bargain, especially when it sounds like this. Oh, it is good. It is so good. And the best part is the downshifts. Yep. Oh my word. I could get used to this. Now, this particular one, it does have lowering springs, and it does have a exhaust fitted, so it sounds a little bit better than factory. It's not obnoxiously loud, but when you want to have a good time, this thing lets people know you're around, and I like that. Now let's get into the specifications, because for the bargain price of, you know, the average one of these things, you can pick them up for like 30, 35 grand. It's ridiculous. We got a 4.2 liter V8 up front. They push 260 kilowatts, 440 newton meters, all-wheel drive, obviously, Audi's Quattro system. Again, just picture this thing, whum, whum, in a manual, whum, just rowing your gears, wrapped in this luxury. And this might be a 2008 car. It's getting old. You know, this is a 15-year-old car basically now, and the interior is nice. Like, I absolutely love these seats. They're just so comfortable to sit in. They look beautiful. You know, you've got carbon fiber accents around here. You know, stainless steel accents as well. It's got an S5 badge on the steering wheel here. You got a moonroof. Like, it is a nice place to be. It really, really is. And, you know, you drive this thing around, I don't think half the population would even know this thing is a 15-year-old car. They would think it's brand new, and they go, who's this baller rocking up? Especially when you're making a racket like this. And I think that's the beauty of this car, and maybe it's our Achilles heel to some people. You know, you look rich, but you ain't rich, but this is an absolute bargain of a vehicle. You know, that V8, it just makes a glorious sound. It's got nice torque delivery. It makes a decent amount of power, and the fact, again, you can pick these up for the money, I struggle to find something of similar performance, similar, you know, interior quality, you know, beauty. This thing is a good-looking car, handles itself well. Oh, it just glued. It is absolutely glued. You know, it's not a rocket ship, this car, but 260 kilowatts, it's healthy. Oh, the noise, the cracks and pops. I love it. Love it. Now, these things came out from 2007 and actually carried through all the way up until basically the new generation A5, 2017. And look, these were the last V8 S5s, because the newer ones, they do have a Turbo 6. And look, this motor, this 4.2, it is a beautiful thing. And I've actually done a review on an RS5, which, again, it's the 4.2 liter V8. That thing had a Y pipe on it and an intake, and that thing was magical. And if you want to see that video, you guys can click the pop-up banner here, because I told you last year when I reviewed that car, just buy one. Just buy one. They were selling for 45 grand. Every one of them were 45 grand. Now, the 50 to 60, sometimes people even asking 70 grand now for those cars. And I told you guys, I absolutely told you guys, and I'm telling you right now with this S5, because it is slept on. Go on car sales right now, type it in, you're gonna see some bargains. And this is a really nice car. And if you can get the manual, that would be my choice. Now, this thing, it is a bit of a heavy car, like most Audis. They got the Quattro, you know, they're bulky, they're a bit heavy. They move though. They're glued to the road, but 1.6 ton, the curb weight for this, so I would actually consider this thing as like a GT. And man, I absolutely love the sleek design. You know, the A5, the 5 shape has always been a favorite of mine personally. And this is nice. Like, it looks sporty. I love the red color. You've got the chrome like accents, stainless kind of accents on the outside. It looks good, no question. Now, the back seats, you got 2 back seats there, but they're definitely tiny. You're gonna struggle to fit an adult back there. Yeah, you're really gonna struggle to fit anyone back there, but you got them for an emergency. Now, the thing that blows my mind, right, because this thing, again, it's a high-end German car. When this came out, it was over 140 grand before options, people, and 2008. And now, you know, you pick these things up for like 30 grand. It's such a deal. But look, it is a high-end German car. If something goes wrong, you are going to pay some money here. So I would be stressing to, if possible, get an extended used car warranty with one of these vehicles, and, you know, do your research on these things. I was trying to find common issues. To be honest, I couldn't really find all that much. You know, they were saying carbon buildup on the motor. You know, you get some delayed shifts in the automatic, which I could probably see. But again, this one is 49,000 Ks. It's not bad. Like, I would say it's pretty common to what you would see in like an automatic VF or something like that, you know. And again, when you're just comparing the money for value here, you can get this high-end luxury German V8, totally luxury inside, you know, Bang & Olufsen sound system, just leather, sunroof, you name it. Or you can get like an XR6 Turbo FG, which you're probably going to be paying the same price, if not more now, 90% of the time. So, you know, they run 40 grand for over 100,000 Ks easily. You know, a VESS, a V8 manual, you're probably still going to be paying like 20 to 30 grand. And if you go in, even like an R33 GTS-T nowadays will be like $10,000 more than this. So, you know, sometimes I just got to think, like, if you're getting a manual one of these, with low Ks has been taken care of. Geez, it just doesn't make any sense not to buy this thing because it's fun to drive. You know, it looks sexy as hell, this car. I think it's the best deal you can probably get now for a V8. I'm almost going to say just for a V8 in general, because I really think if you're going to get a V8 fun sports car, look, I would say this is more of a GT, not a sports car, but for a GT car that's a V8, I try, like, please, in the comments, name something that is better value than this S5, because I honestly can't think of something. I really can't. And that's impressive. This thing, it is nice. Got the nice sound with this one. Oh, it's good. You go around this real tight hairpin here, and let's see if we get some understeer. Little bit. Ooh, man alive. This for, again, 30 grand. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I tell you guys, if you got 30 grand to spend and you want the best bang for buck, this is hard to beat. This is really hard to beat. My goodness, it's good. I told you guys, I absolutely told you guys with the RS5. I'm telling you guys now with the S5, have a look at these things. They're absolute bargain. And yeah, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, guys. It does help me out massively. Hit the like button. And you know why this thing is always gonna have some value in it? Because that noise right there, it pisses off the blue-haired fairies, and I love it. I absolutely, oh, I love, yeah, this is my cup of tea, you guys. Oh, yeah. Alrighty, guys, now it is the time for 0 to 100, and we are pulling up on this back road. This car, I believe, is claimed at something like 5 seconds, so here we are. We're just gonna pull over. We're gonna leave it in sport mode, turn traction control off, and reset the draggy. Hard on the brake, hard on the accelerator. Ooh. There we go. And yeah, again, it's not as savage as the DCT, obviously, but my goodness, like, yeah, this thing, it still goes. Let's have a look at that time. All right, guys, so I am getting 6.5 seconds. It's meant to be quicker than that. I know the manual is claimed at like 5 seconds, so I was assuming this should be the same, if not quicker. But on no launch control, it just doesn't let you build up any more revs in about 2,000, and it just takes a little while to get going, unfortunately, but still a lot of fun. Now, I'm gonna finish the video off here today, guys, so look, a huge thank you to NextRide once again for loaning me this particular Audi S5, because I gotta tell you guys, I think this is the most slept on sports/GT car with a V8 you can get for this price range, because the amount of luxury in this car, the noise of it, just the smiles it gives you for, you know, this money here in Australia. I think it is an absolute deal, guys, and I think you'd be stupid not to have a look at this thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you're new here, and we'll see you on that next video. Oh yeah. You gotta love this thing.